to go in the car. We are on vacation, kind of away from home a few days. We're in the Smoky Mountains. We are actually in Seaverville, I think it is. But today I went thrifting in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. I found some really interesting things that I thought I'd share some of the paper goods. Um, First, let's just start with these. I always pick these up right here whenever I find them. And it was easier for me to go live than to try to record it and all of that stuff. So I just figured I'd go live and it would be out there whenever you watch. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the bell, and that way you'll be notified whenever I make a video. So, but you know what? Let me get my iPad so I can see comments, because I cannot see comments for some reason on my phone. I always go live using StreamYard, but today I'm going live using YouTube, so I don't see any comments. But Mr. Green, can you look in my suitcase and hand me my iPad, please? So the first thing I picked up was these two Wee Wisdom magazines. I always like to get these. They're really nice children's magazines, and this one is from July 1966, and this one is from 1967. And if you're watching any of these, it's right up under that, probably that shirt. And if you are watching, it's black. Hold on just a minute. Let me see if I can get it so I can see any comments. Hold on, I'll be, okay, he see it, yep. Okay. So, hold on, let me go to my channel on YouTube. And Patdoodles is live. Let me turn the volume off. And whenever I'm out thrifting, I always kind of be having people in mind when I see certain things. Live chat. So, Disney, of course, is always a favorite. And I got this stuff at a thrift store called, well, it was not a thrift store, it was an antique mall. And it had such a unique name. Antique Mall is the name of it. And this one is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So, okay, so let's get back to what I have. These are some Mickey Mouse book covers, which I thought was really neat. You get a total of 8 book covers in here. And if you see anything you would like, let me know, and I'll be glad to give you a price. You can let me know in the comments, or you can comment later on. So these are 8 book covers, which is kind of unique looking. So we have that. I'm going to save the best for last, though, okay? Then I got this book here, Carmen of the Golden Coast. And this book was published in 1935, I believe. Overall, it's in pretty good condition to be like that old. But I think, yeah, 1935. I always pick up old books that are interesting, especially children's books. That. This was also interesting, something I had never seen. These is some Coca-Cola ornaments. Hey, Lynn, thank you. You like old books too? Okay, yeah, I love old books. These are greeting, and they're to and from, and then these here, you cut them out and fold them up, and they make ornaments. So I thought that was really neat. And these aren't old here. I forgot where. I got these yesterday at another bookstore. It's just a golden, a Snow White book, a bottle collector's book, and the Velveteen Rabbit. So, you know, I can't pass up books. And also for one particular person that watches most of my videos, they always ask, and Pat, do you have any Elvis stuff? So I found this neat Elvis magazine here, and this is from 1978. And what was neat about this one Says free record, and inside of here is still the record. Winston-Salem, I found some. Really? Oh, you a triple S. Oh, hey, how are you? Yeah, I was gonna stop by the bins going home, but I found so much stuff. I'm going like, I think I'm going home now. And I was happy. Then I got this whole thing right here full of postcards, right? And this is really neat. They postcards and other stuff. I love ephemera. It says LTD specs, don't take this book out of my car. And this person had recorded all of the times they got their oil changed, got their spark plugs changed, and all of that stuff. So that was kind of neat. That was in her, in this package. Also was this picture of Pat Boone and his family. And it's dated, personally signed, 1977. Yeah, so that was neat to find that. I thought that was a good find. And I guess this person had sent in some S&H green stamps, and they didn't have enough because on the back of this, it says that insignificant payment. It requires 2 1/4 books. We're returning the equivalent of 1 book. We're also returning the tax amount of 000. And actually the certificate is worth $3 or equal to 1,200 stamps. So I'd never seen anything like that. And then I guess this guy was running for sheriff whenever, I don't know when, but a long time ago. Then it was this book here of postcards, one of these little postcard books. And these are not written on or anything, but this book of postcards. And I thought, look at this postcard here. Isn't that neat? That is a nice postcard here. And I cannot read this date, but I would say very early 1900s. And it does have some embossing and stuff on the postcard. So I thought that was a neat postcard. Then it had this one here. And this one was from Harry, and this was 1908. So I thought for $8, I thought this was a good deal because it had all of these in it. And a lot of these was too, not this one here. Had this one here. This is a later one here. This was 1995. Indiana, it was address. And then it was several blank postcards in here. Lots of blanks. I'm just gonna go over the blank ones, and when I get to one with the writing on it, that was neat looking. And luckily the weather is beautiful, so it's holding up very nice for us. Those are all just blank. I want to get to the ones with the writing because this one guy wrote to this lady a lot of times, sent her postcards. This one here. Darling Doll is how he starts all of her cards to that he sent. Yep, spent a couple of hours to hire at this spot. I cannot read the rest of it, but he sent all of these to Lieutenant Alice somebody, and they were in Thomasville, Georgia. So I thought that was interesting. And he was stationed down in Florida. So that one was to her. Let's see, this is a bunch of blank ones. These are all blank. This is an old Holiday Inn one. Holiday Inn in, where was this at? In Seattle, Washington. Another blank. Then here's another one to this lady. And these were in 1945, he sent all of these. And this one starts off, Darling Doll, I hope this finds you feeling well, swell, actually swell, he says. To do, I can't read some of this writing. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. A blank one, some more blanks. A lot of blank ones was in here. And I thought for $8, I don't know, I thought that was a good deal. This was in Nebraska, but this is a messed up one. This person bought this one in 1976. They just put a date on it. Then here is one here that was to Mike. And it has a cat. And this one is from, it had a 2-cent stamp, 1956. So this card is what, 67 years old? And then this one here, this is 1958. It's written on. Blanks, blank, 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 blanks. But it's a bunch more blanks. I'm not gonna go over all of those. Okay, so then we get back to some more Darling Doll, Thomasville, Georgia. Evidently this person worked at the hospital because it's addressed to Finley General Hospital in Thomasville, Georgia. And evidently they were in the Navy because it does say U.S. Navy. Here's another one here. No, they were a patient. They were a patient, A19. So they were a patient at the hospital. Then here's another one to her. And another one to her. And another one to her. So I thought that was interesting. So he sent 1, 2. This one was February 19th. February the 3rd, 1945. He sent 2 on February the 3rd. This one was February the 10th. February the 3rd. February the 10th. And February the 12th. So he sent her quite a few postcards. A lot of them was the same day. So, okay, so I found that stuff. But then this here to me was my find. This is an old Victorian photo album book. It's got like a velvet cover, but you can see it's very distressed and worn. But it has tons of pages. And on all of the pages, let me find the front of it, just a minute. Okay, this is the inside cover. And these are some of the pictures in there. That is interesting. So I thought this was a find. And when some of the pictures have came out, and it do have the name on the back of some of these pictures. This is an old card. No, that's the back of one of the photographs. I did see the name written on some. This one here has a name on it. Let me see. I don't know how you take them out, but this one has a name on it. So I thought this was very interesting. That's been something on my list of things that I would like to find. So I was pleased to find that. I guess these are 3 sisters on that page. Here's one here that came out. And this picture was taken in Newark, Ohio. This was 2nd grade. I guess this was this person was not in 2nd grade. It says 2nd grade work, so I don't know what that means. Because that's an adult. Anyway, I thought that was very interesting, this book here. So what else did I find? Some rickrack, which I'm going to be sewing on that in just a little while. I did pick up a few things. My granddaughter, you know, is a Lily, so I seen this book here. Lily, a unicorn needs your help. And it's to Lily. A magical story for you from, so she'll get a kick out of that to see her name in the book. And for my other granddaughter, I found this cute little purse here with her name on it. It's a little wallet. So I found that for her. What else? Oh, I'm just gonna give you a sneak preview at some of the stuff. Then my next trip, of course, was to the fabric. Well, let me show you this since this bag. I stopped at one called Two Sisters. And I got this little doll here. It's nothing special, but yeah. The lady was super nice and I wanted to get something. And then more so than the napkin holder box, I love these napkins in here. And I think they would be great for a journal or to do some decoupage and stuff. So I thought that was a good deal. Yeah. So it's quite a few napkins in there. So that was my last stop. But after the first few thrift stores, I went down to Gatlinburg and it was so crowded that I didn't even get out of my car. And plus, parking was $20. Okay, Joann's had Fabric Tech on sale. This was $9.99 for this large one. So I always have to get Fabric Tech whenever I see that. But I'll show you some of the fabric I got this time. I know some of y'all love seeing my fabric hauls. And with these, I'm gonna make some appliques. So I'll be cutting, like ironing the not Wonder Under, but Heat Bond on the back, cutting them out, and then I'll be offering for sale some iron-on appliques with most of these fabrics I got today. Love those cats. Yeah, it's got those. Now these are some interesting pieces of fabric here. But I thought they would make some really good purses or appliques. Now look at those mermaids. And this was kind of pricey for me. This one was $16.99 a yard. It was 25% off. And then you can sign up, like get teacher rewards and stuff. So that took another 20% off. This one, and then this one here, I had never seen. These fabrics I had never seen. This one's have Frida on it. So I'm making some more appliques out of some of those, as well as probably some mug rugs maybe. And some little piece of Hello Kitty with some Halloween decals. This and this piece, I'm working on some Barbie clothes, so I thought these were a really good match. Excited to use those. Appliques or something, I'm not sure. Probably a Barbie outfit out of this one, which I've had this one, several different background colors of this one with the lady head wraps on it. This is Barbie also. It's large, but I think I can get away with it. I'm gonna make her a little coat with a matching tie. And then I wanna get some of this gold lame and make a pair of pants to match those, or a skirt. Now this one here I got because it matches the other ones, but this one was 70% off. And I know some of my customers would love some appliques out of some of this. So I got that one. And this kind of matches. Oh, these are all the, make sure I'm telling you right. I think these are like Shea Anthony prints. Yeah, I think these ones here. This is like an African print, and it coordinates with this one here. Probably gonna make some tote bags, like purses, crossbody bags. This one here and this one here all coordinate together. Guess I can have that upside down. So all of those coordinate together there. Then I got a piece of this one here. And of course for some appliques again. Or if you have any other ideas what I can make out of these, let me know. I just thought they were very interesting and I had never seen these particular prints before in fabric. And then I got this one here, which is kind of some of the Day of the Dead stuff, but I thought they were interesting. Something totally different from me. Love that one, the strong lady. Yeah, I just thought they were so different, you know, and it's not something I see a lot. Yeah. And the design, you know, I only got like say one of each, maybe two, because the design doesn't repeat often. So that was interesting fabric for me to get. I think that was all I got today. Yeah, so let me know what your favorite was in the comments as you're watching the video. But my favorite thing, of course, was this Victorian photo album book. This was my favorite by far. I had never found one of those before, or if I see one in an auction, it's way up in the hundreds of dollars. And this one was a very good deal. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I thought that was such a great deal. So, and if you're not busy, on Tuesday nights at 7, I do come back with a live doll sale. And I'm going to have one tonight. It'll be limited because I didn't find a lot of dolls on this trip. I do have some in the car. Hey, Velma. Do you make up? Yeah. I make my own patterns. I'll show you what I set and made last night. I went over to Hobby Lobby and they had this cute little knit fabric here. It's like a sweater knit. So I made this little Barbie sweater. It has a snap up at the neck that I'm trying to snap and little black buttons. And then it has a matching little shell to go with that. And I'm gonna make some little black pants to match it, some little black pencil like pants, real straight leg pants, or maybe a little pencil skirt, I don't know. Yeah, but also as far as patterns, I do go on Etsy and you can purchase the digital downloads for patterns really inexpensively. I mean, you have to do some working to use the pattern sometimes. This one here was from, I think, Media Geek. Yeah, which I'm not going to get any more yet. Is this Media Geek? I think that's who this is. I'm not going to get any more of those, but Gail's patterns are pretty good. I forgot who this one is by. But I did download a couple of patterns this morning that I had purchased some time ago. And this is a little raincoat with the matching little sheath-like dress. Yeah, so I'm going to be making some of those while I'm here to give me something to do. Because I need to stay out of the store now and I'm finished shopping, I think. What else? Oh, I'll show you what else. I'll give you a sneak preview of some of the things I do have for tonight. Hold on, I'll be right back. Got everything you want, but this will be good. It's a doll show, but I'm going to show you what some of the other things I have with me. I'll have a few of these journals made out of these ones are the little mini golden books, but also I have some larger journals that's made with the vintage pictures. This is another postcard. I can put those with the other ones. This is a little handmade bag I made using vintage lace and trims and everything. Here is another handmade purse. And this one is made out of an old doily. One of the dresser scarves. That one. Then I have a few dolls with me. I have 3 or 4 handmade dolls. But this one here, this is an old, kind of like the storybook dolls. Some of those. I have some Monster Highs that I need to get out of the car. We stopped at the flea market in Salisbury, North Carolina. And I picked up some dolls there. This is a Monster High. And excuse me, this is a Madame Alexander. And this little boy is, this is Hansel. So that's a Madame Alexander. And then a little Madame Alexander Scotland girl. And then if I get the eyes painted before 7, I'm going to have a few handmade dolls that I've made. Yeah, but they're like $1, okay? And you just got to print them off. Most of them are already the right size. And they have tons of them. And they do come with the pictures and everything. But I didn't print the picture off. But this dress is going to look like that. But they have a color picture of a Barbie in the dress. And I also sell a few handmade patterns. I think I have a handful on my site right now, but they're for little 6-inch doll clothes. And I'm always working on them, but it's just a matter of getting them all listed. Yeah, and this is a coat. Yeah, just put in vintage Barbie patterns on Etsy and a ton will come up. One that I purchased was like $4. I think it was $4. Maybe it was $2. But it had 10 different outfits in all the classic Barbie outfits from the 1960s. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to pop on, share a few of the things because I need to be doing more on YouTube. And it's easier for me just to pop on live, show some hauls instead of always saying I'm going to upload and never do. So hopefully if you're not too busy, Tuesday nights at 7, I'll be back tonight. And if you're watching this video, please let me know what your favorite thing was. And if you like to purchase any of it, let me know. Some of it is mine, but you know, a lot of it I just pick up because I think it's adorable. And I can't keep everything. So thank you, few people that dropped in. And I appreciate you so much and talk to you later. Bye-bye. And